Okay, I want to spend a few minutes talking to you about your uh, creative writing portfolio for the semester. The portfolio assignment is worth 30% of your overall grade, so it's a fairly serious element of the class, and you need to be thoughtful about it. You need to read the assignment carefully. You need to put in the work that the assignment is calling for. And you need to think about this as being like the capstone to your course that allows me to see that you've been involved and that you've taken this seriously as a class. Now, I think most people are taking it seriously. I don't have any doubt about that, but I do want to see that you can put this portfolio together here at the end of the semester. Let's go take a look at the portfolio assignment, and just to make sure that you can see everything that you need to see in it. I'm going to vocalize it for you. So here's our course. I'm going to click on our portfolio assignment. This is in week 5. Let's take a look and see what this is asking you to do. It starts off with a general introduction to portfolios and what portfolios are, and then it gives you a little bit more explanation for this class. Your portfolio for this class is going to be a reflective exercise considering the work you've done this semester. The portfolio should help you consider how creative writing might play a role in your life moving forward. So it's not enough just to take a bunch of papers, if we were working in paper world instead of virtual world, and cram them into a file and hand that to me. I want you thinking about what you're putting in there and how you're putting it in there. And in particular, how what you're putting in there helps you show what you might be doing with creative writing as you move forward. To successfully develop your portfolio, you will need to follow the directions pretty carefully here. Keep in mind you're presenting yourself and your work for assessment, so creating this portfolio with care and precision is important. Your portfolio is going to include a 250-word introduction or more to your work that explains what you are presenting and why you are presenting it. So a portfolio has a collection of your writing in it. You're going to start it off with an introduction. Your introduction should make a claim about the work you're going to show, and it should offer some information about your work that you want your reader, me, to know as I start to read over it. You might consider including some discussion of how your work shows these following things: your creative writing skills and concepts, your work and effort in this class, how your writing and academic selves have changed through the semester, your assessment of yourself as a writer, what things you need to learn and practice as you move forward. So, this is primarily focused on your creative writing, but it is also an academic class. And maybe this class has helped you focus a little bit on what you want to do as a reader and writer in college. Your portfolios, we're not going to talk about what you're actually putting into the portfolio. Your portfolio will consist of at least 6 artifacts of writing practice drawn from your work from this class this semester. So I'm using the word artifacts here like something you might discover if you dig through a site and you're looking for ancient history. Of course, we're only going back 6 or 7 weeks here, but you're still going to dig through your work in this class and try to find 6 representations of that work. In particular, the artifacts you need are going to be 2 pieces that show writing in 2 different genres. So I want you to have poetry or fiction, drama, comics, memoir, creative nonfiction. I want you to have at least 2 different pieces that show 2 different genres. Number 2, a first draft and a revised draft pairing. So I want to see what did you write for the first draft and how did you revise that? That's another artifact. Number 3, a collection of 3 exercises that show 3 different things about your writing. So this is one artifact I'm thinking, but I want you to put 3 different exercises that you've tried this semester and tell me what they show about your writing. And then number 4, a collection of 6 or more comments that you've made on others' writing during workshop. Now, how is that reflecting on your creative writing? Well, it's showing a little bit about your creative writing mind and how you think about others' writing and how you think about your own. So I want 6 or more comments you've made on others' writing collect those into a file, put that in there. And then number 6, a piece of writing of your own choosing. One further piece here. And this piece of writing could come from this class, or maybe it's from outside of this class. A ghost just opened the door, or my annoying dog just opened the door. Find one other piece of writing. So that's 6 different pieces. Each artifact will be preceded by a paragraph long preface to that piece. Okay, so you have an overall introduction to the portfolio, and then each artifact in your portfolio has a paragraph introduction that tells me what I can expect to see in that piece. Your preface should give details about the artifact and why you created it. You could also use that paragraph to show how the piece fits within the larger ideas of your overall portfolio introduction. Your portfolio will be due on Moodle by June 26 at 11:59 p.m. Now, how are we going to format and submit that? Well, you can just format it into one file, a Microsoft Word file, or a PDF file. You could do a PowerPoint file if you want. But what you've got to do is do a file that will let you show your work in an organized, clear fashion with your introduction and then your little prefaces to each piece, and then the piece itself. That's going to be something that I can look at and read and go through so that I can figure out how this class went for you. That's your portfolio. It's an important assignment, and it's one that you should be thinking about right now as you're beginning to wrap up this class. How are you going to bring these 6 different artifacts that show multiple pieces of writing into a portfolio and present it as the work you've done for this semester? It's a quick overview. What I suggest is that you start thinking about it. If you've got questions, send me an email and let's figure this out. If you're starting to struggle with it, it's due in 9 days. All right, we'll see you next week.